The range of lengths that we have to deal with in physics is very wide. We have to deal with this very small distances or lengths which are as small as 10 raised to the power minus 14 meter. That is the size of the nucleus. Size of a nucleus. And we have to deal with, because we study nucleus, we have to deal with such small lengths. And the largest known distance that we have to deal with is the extent of the observable universe, which is 10 raised to the power, this is the size of the universe, which is 10 raised to the power 26 meter, size of universe. So such wide range of lengths we have to deal with in physics, and you can see in table 2.3 of your NCERT book the lengths of various things are given here, and the order of length is given. You can just go through this and have an idea of what is the range of lengths that we study in physics. Now for such wide range of lengths, we cannot use only meter as the unit of length. For very small lengths or for very large lengths, we have some special units of length, and we'll discuss some of them. For small distances, for example, we sometimes use Fermi to measure very small lengths, and it's represented by small f. 1 Fermi, which can also be written as 1f, because f is the abbreviation for Fermi. In SI units, its value is 10 raised to the power minus 15 meters. It's also femtometer, 10 raised to the power minus 15 is femto. So it is 1 Fermi is 1 femtometer. Then another unit that is used for measuring very small distances and expressing very small distances is angstrom, whose symbol is this. There is a circle put over this alphabet, a capital L A, and 1 angstrom has value. This is the symbol used or abbreviation used for it. Its value is equal to 10 raised to the power minus 10 meter. So these are some of the units that are used for small distances. For expressing large distances, instead of using meter and kilometer, we use some practical units. Let us discuss some of them. The first one is astronomical unit. Astronomical unit is represented by the symbol AU, and it is defined as average distance of the sun from the earth. And we take average distance because distance of earth from the sun is not constant, it keeps on changing, it sometimes decreases, sometimes increases. So we take the average distance of the earth from the sun, and that average distance is called 1 astronomical unit. And the value of 1 astronomical unit in meters is 1.496 into 10 raised to the power 11 meter. Now next unit for expressing very large distances is light year. Light year is represented by this symbol Ly, and it is defined as the distance travelled by light in vacuum in 1 year. Now although this word here comes in this name, which is the unit of time, but light year is not unit of time, it is unit of distance, that one has to remember. And it is defined as the distance travelled by light in vacuum. And why do we say vacuum? Because speed of light in vacuum is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. If you take the speed of light in some other medium, in medium other than vacuum, then the speed of light would not be same. So we have to specifically take that speed, which is the speed of light in vacuum, and speed of light in vacuum is always represented by this symbol C, and it is a well-known fact that its value is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second, and the time for covering that distance of 1 light year is 1 year. 1 year. If you want to find out the value of light year in meters, then we can use this formula, that distance is equal to speed with which that distance is covered into time for which that distance is covered with this much speed. Now 1 year has to be firstly changed into seconds, because in the speed expression for speed, the unit used for time is seconds, so this has to also to be in seconds. So 1 year has got 365 days, each day has got 24 hours, and each hour has got 60 minutes, and each minute has got 60 seconds. So if you multiply this, you get value of 1 year in seconds. And if you put this value of C and time, which is 1 year, in this formula, that is 365 into 24 into 60 into 60, and then speed of light is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8, then on solving you will get a value which is equal to 9.46 into 10 raised to the power 15 meters. So 1 light year is 9.46 into 10 raised to the power 15 meter. So this is the practical unit, and its value in meters is this much. Now the third unit that we use for measuring very large distances is parsec, and the definition of parsec is distance at which average radius of the Earth's orbit subtends an angle of 1 second. Now to understand this definition, let us consider that we have an arc. Suppose this is an arc, and this is the center of the arc, and this arc AB has got length equal to 1 astronomical unit. We know that 1 astronomical unit is the average distance of the Sun from the Earth. So it is the radius of the Earth's orbit around the Sun. If this is Sun, this is Earth, is revolving around the Sun in this orbit, and this average distance of the Earth from the Sun is 1 astronomical unit. So we have to take an arc whose length is equal to the radius of the Earth's orbit, which happens to be 1 astronomical unit. Then the distance at which this arc subtends an angle theta, which is equal to 1 second. Then this distance of that point at which the angle subtended is 1 second, that is OB, would be equal to 1 parsec. So this is the definition of parallexecond. That is the distance at which average radius of the Earth, this is the average radius of the Earth, 1 AU, subtends an angle of 1 second. This is the distance at which the average radius of the Earth subtends an angle of 1 second. To find out value of 1 parsec in meters, we go by the definition of parsec, which states that if an arc of length 1 AU subtend an angle of 1 second at a point, then the distance of that point from the arc, or the radius of that arc, will be equal to 1 parsec. So if you know that an arc is of length 1 AU and it is subtending an angle 1 second, then the radius of the arc is 1 parsec. From this, if you use this definition of angle, that theta angle subtended at a point by an arc is equal to the ratio of the length of the arc and the radius of the arc, we can find out the value of radius of the arc in terms of these two. This is equal to L upon theta. Now if L, the length of the arc, is 1 astronomical unit, and this much length of the arc is subtending an angle of 1 second at a point, then this value of R will be equal to 1 parsec. But this relation can be used to find out value of R only if this theta angle is expressed in radians. So if you want to find out value of R from this formula, first you will have to change that value of theta into radians. This is in seconds, so you first have to change this 1 second into 1 minute. You know that 1 minute is equal to 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So if you divide it by 60, then you get this angle in minutes. And further 1 degree has got 60 minutes. So if you want to change this into degrees, then you have to further divide it by 60. So you divide it again by 60, then this value of 1 second will come in degrees. Now this degrees has to be changed into radians. For that you have to multiply it by pi by 180. That is because pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. So 1 degree would be equal to pi by 180 degree, and so. So this is the value of theta. This is the value of theta at which an arc of if an arc of length 1AU is subtending an angle of this much at a point, then the value of r is 1 parsec. So if we put these two values here, value of L and value of theta, in this relation to find out value of 1 parsec. This r now will be equal to 1 parsec, because L we have taken as 1 astronomical unit, and this angle we have taken as 1 second. 1 astronomical unit is 1.496 into 10 raised to the power 11 in meters, and 1 second has been changed into radians, and now it is equal to 1 by 60 into 1 by 60 into pi by 180 radian. So if you solve this, you will get a value of 1 parsec, which is equal to 3.08 into 10 raised to the power 16 meters. So this is value of 1 parsec in meters. And you can see that of all the three practical units of length for large distances, parsec is the largest unit because it involves 10 raised to the power 16, whereas in light year the distance is of the order of 10 raised to the power 15, and in the distance 1 AU is having power 10 raised to the power 11. So this is the smallest, still bigger is light year, and the largest is 1 parsec.